Hello everyone, got another 1v1 here. This guy thinks I'm smurfing for some reason right off the rip, which I wish I was. That'd mean I'm good at the game, so. Playing on Tundra version 2 against Thegan. Both starting in the same spot. Map is mirrored. Let's get this replay rolling. There is trees here for reclaim. I definitely forgot about that during this match. Would have been a nice energy supply. He says he thinks I'm smurfing because 1v1s are sus. So Thegan's Cortex going double mechs into 2 wins. What am I doing? I'm Armada. Double mechs into a solar into a LLT because I'm going to walk my commander this way. That means this portion of my base will be defended and I'll be over here defending that. So he's already moving into his land factory. Assuming he's a little strapped on power, yeah. See him queuing up solar afterwards. That's going to make this... He's going to be losing mass because he's getting that energy flashing on his mexes, which means they're not producing. Yeah. That's going to hurt his metal there a little bit. I went another mex into a solar into my land because that's going to give me enough power to build it. Getting up another solar. Wind's not too great on this map. 12.2%, only gets up to 14. Really need to invest in your energy storage for this map, because it will tank pretty hard and quite often. He's making some solar power, or scouts I should say. He's going 5 scouts. I think I do something similar. I do 4 scouts. And then into 1 constructor, 2 blitz, 2 more constructor, and then just a bunch of blitz. See, I'm kind of struggling power here. Building wind, because I don't have enough mass to just pump out a solar. So I'm going to get some wind up. Scouts kind of just going around each other in the middle here. The mid line's usually, this mech here is good. It's the 3.6, and then this one here. So the mid line's kind of right here. Kind of something like that. And then 3.6 is on these tips here. It's kind of, the midline pretty much follows the river on this map. River, you can't drive boats up or anything, but it doesn't affect unit travel. You can build sea on this map. It wouldn't be too effective. I guess you'd come around back here and just bombard the base. I feel like a 1v1 match wouldn't come to that. He's just planning his scouts out, scouting my expansions. Not a bad play. I like to try to harass more with mine, as you can see here. Moving in, this LLT, it could shoot me, but these are blocking, and then I get up close. I think I have a misclick here, because I start attacking the commander instead. Or maybe it defaults to that. So we almost get a mex there. I'm going to sneak these guys up behind here. LLT, once again, it could hit me, but I'm close enough to where I'm hiding behind the solar collectors. I'm just going to move in here, harass his solar collectors. Going for this next scout to probably die in this 1 second of travel there. Just going to build an LLT up here. Try to get. I'm surprised this LLT can't hit me right there. Even just enough behind it. We do get 1 mex. Enables that LLT to get us. Sorry, not a mex, solar collector. We're going to get 1 more LLT before we go down. So when they blow up, they must not be as good of cover. So we got 2 solar collectors, almost a mex. It will hit his power a little bit. I guess not too much. Going to take this scout out over here. Getting my second constructor out, right into the 3rd. Clear up that. Moving my commander down. I want to try to claim this 3.6 mex here. Still got a scout sitting here. He's just going to get blapped by that incisor. Maybe. He sees him, but he's not shooting. Must be just outside of the range, but inside of the vision. Expanding with my constructor up here to this first triple mex point. Gonna get a radar down that'll enable us to see down this path here. You know, drink coffee. some of those necess videos I posted, I got copyrighted on one. Apparently the music in the game is copyrighted, so I can't, in my next video I gotta turn the music off. So it'll just be game noises in my voice. See how that goes. Been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die. Thinking about making a, survived 100 days in 7 Days to Die video, because that seems what everybody else seems to do, so. Right, it's a lot bigger game, so. Small guy like me might not get much of a reward out of that. So you're taking this constructor here, you're gonna start building power. And leave these two guys assisting. Still just building incisors. Doesn't have any assisting build power here. Oh, he's getting up a second construction turret actually. That's a lot earlier than me. Got mass extractor or energy converters there. He's moving his commander up to the right here. It's not a bad idea. I guess you can move laterally here. You're getting these 6 and then these 6, but I'm going for this 3.6 is worth 2 mexes. We claim 3 on the way down, so I'll be like 5 of normal mexes. We don't see these troops here because this hill is blocking our radar, as you can see there. I wonder if you have bots, you might be able to build one up here. That'd be pretty sick. Same with these mountains. Might be able to get one up there. I guess we could look, huh? Let's grab a constructor. Yep, you could get one right on the top there if you have bots. Bots can climb over these hills. It doesn't look like you can get one on the spine of this mountain anywhere. Oh, right there you could. Quite forward too, so it won't be a bad spot. What about up here? Nothing on the end. That's not a bad spot right there, to be honest. It's really not going to get taken out. Back to the fight here. Caught wind of his LLTs, I think from this radar here. Somehow. He's coming around the base. We got troops moving in to stop him. He's going to get this mech, but this LLT will clean him up. Then we got an engineer right here. Got our first construction turret down. Got the energy and the mass. Honestly, you could probably get a second or third one out right now. We could afford it. Got a double constructor expansion here, hitting this mechs, and then these guys are going to claim these 4. Commander's just chilling. Should have tried to start fortifying this sooner. Getting a constructor here. Stop his expansion out to the west there. He's moving his commander up. Got some walls here actually. I wish they were better. I know they serve some purpose, but I wish if you put them around these types. But it seems a lot of the units have arcing shots, so they just go over it. That was one of my favorite things about Supreme Commanders. The tier 1 walls would make your tier 1 LLTs just so much better. I don't think there's tier 3 walls in Supreme Commander, but there was tier 2. They were taller and stuff. I know the tier 2 walls stop a lot of T1 stuff, but I wish they had more effect on like defending a unit like a wall's supposed to. Get a Thegan off to clean up some of those troops. And we got our army, and they'll clean them up there. Not a very good micro there. This is bold to you because he sees my commander way on the front line. Let's see, he's going for a 3rd and 4th construction turret, but he really does not have the power at all. You know, we've got 2 up, we got the power, we got a constructor assisting or building wind turbines. He's got no constructors building energy for him, so he sees commanders still throwing down solar collectors, which is fine. I really need a energy storage. Something I did not do this game is build one of those. Kind of forgot. These commanders grabbing these 4 mexes, LLT, and a radar on this hill. It's going to be a good spot to see in this incoming lane. This constructor's still solo, moving up, grabbing that second mex, radar, wall LLTs. These guys heading down here. And throw up more LTs on this flank. And it's got this guy sitting here. Maybe I'll get a random constructor that walks over. Maybe not. I'm gonna clear out his LLTs. He is moving into pounders here. It's gonna be really effective against my blitzes. Straight up pounders. He's not using a repeat. I'd like to see him using repeat. That'd be much better. A lot less. You don't have to do so many actions per minute then. Saves your brain power, you know. Focus on other places. So I've been trying to build up longer queues. That way I'm not always having to double back. You see these pounder here, he's just gonna gives them a nice, slows them down, stops them moving. But the amount of blitzes we have, we'll be able to surround and get some nice flanking damage on them. See how quickly we're taking them down there. Those pounders will do a lot of work to us though. See, that caused us. We're rolling into stouts and shell shockers now. We've got the mass for it. We're at 38 a tick. It's not too bad. We are with those 3 construction turrets and engineer assisting there. It's gonna roll us in bad. Grabbing these 4 mexes, 5 mexes, and then LLT's radar. Give us a nice line of sight. We'll be able to see that mex, but not into his lane, which would have been nice. Got some blitzes sitting here. These are the ones that came up. They came out this way, and then I diverted them here. They're just sitting there. Get another flank in over here. Gonna move up. Starting to try to apply some pressure to him. It's been kind of a standoff game, and I noticed when I've been standing off, I start to lose the eco battle. Granted, I think my economy is a little bit better than his. Just kidding. He is more energy than me, but I got almost double his mass income. He lost his mix, I got that one. And then he has no frontline mixes, whereas I got, what, 5 here, and then the 3.6 there. See that we should be seeing these pounders come up. Yeah, we're seeing that army stack up, so we're letting ours build up. These guys, I wish I would have used them sooner to raid down here through this lane. I would have seen his commander. As you see, we don't know what's there, so we're just building a bunch of LLTs. We're going to try not to worry too much about that front. It's kind of what LLTs enable you to do. As long as you got the radar there, so if you see a giant mass coming, radar coverage is so good. You just need it to survive. Now these pounders here, I think I have the range on them, but I wasn't really microing too well. Let's see what the range is. 206 left line of sight. Where is the range? Well, 315 range there versus what's the stout's range? One lives. 350. So I could outrange these guys if I micro well. They should have the same movement speed. Speed 41. What's the stout's movement speed? Speed 76. Yeah, so I could definitely skate. Micro him back. What's the word? It's not skate. That doesn't sound right. I can't think of the word right now. Let me know in the comments if you can think of it before I do. Thegan's, he's moved up in this advanced position here. Took out my 2 constructors there, so I know he's there now. Like I know this base is here, so we're just trying to sneak by with some blitzes there. Trying to sneak around back to his base here. These pounders are doing some nice work. You see, he switched back to blitzes or incisors. Maybe he's trying to stop this push here, which they're doing. My units. That's something that annoys. Like your units can get stuck inside the wrecks. I don't know if you ever had it happen to you where you're building like tightly with your commander and then you try to move and you notice you're stuck inside of something. Grabbing his reclaim here. There's a nice reclaim pile here. 1.8k. Neither of us really moving. That'd be some. If I had bots, res bots would be great right there. Grab that reclaim. We see his base now. Get another radar up. That's gonna give us better accuracy if we build, like if we had a mortar. Something that's quite a nice feature. Like the more radar coverage you have in an area, the better accuracy. I don't know if you ever played and you notice in the radar the unit's kind of like here, and then jumps to here, you know, jumping around. More radar will give you better accuracy. Doesn't really matter for just seeing the units, but it does matter if you're, you know, using mortars or something. So now we know his commander's there. We're going to try to push him out of this position. Getting up jammer so we can build some LTs here. Commander's, he's just chilling. Should really be fighting for that reclaim pile. Do we see that army coming yet? Not yet. We do have radar that will let us see it once they hit that line. There, we see him coming. How quickly do we react though? Got some nice LTs here. That will slow him down because I think it's just incisors. I see we're moving up our whole army. I'm not going to pull these guys. We're going to counter raid here. And we're just going to move all the new units that were closer to the point of going around the mountain to over there. See, Thegan's moved into air. Pumping out some bombers here. Clean this up. Stouts versus incisors. Obviously, I think they move faster. Yeah, they got 10 more speed than my stouts do, but I got the range, the damage, and the health and the armor on them. We'll clean them up pretty quick. Really do too much damage. Trying to get a bot lab up, just start pumping out pawns, just to come harass even more from this angle. He's not really applying much pressure to me. Getting a nice army up. Thegan's walking back with his commander. He's moved off of this forward position here. I like the walls. Like I said earlier, I wish they had more use. I know that you can build them like in a choke point to kind of block it off. You can just wall off this whole lane here if you really wanted to. The vehicles would be hard stuck there until they destroyed the mass. I think we may have got a notification of air here. I remember hearing it around this point in the game. It could be from this radar up here. Get a nice raid off here. It's really behind on the units. Really has no units beside these bombers. Trying to wreck my economy. Come back. Getting a very good raid on his base here. At what point? Oh, maybe we didn't hear the air notification yet. Could be soon. Maybe when he cuts. Could be when he cuts this corner here. So we do have line of sight. Right there. Let's see. Oh, they might have came in there. Oh, yep. See, we're getting out of engineer. We don't have any engineers in base. Yep, they were getting up, I saw their bombers, so I'm going with the ferret, the missile battery. These ones wouldn't have been a bad choice either. The missiles are way better than the light anti-air. He is doing great work on our economy here, though. Great bombing run. Takes out most of our energy. Really struggling on the energy now. We built this gauntlet here just to push him off. We knew his commander's there, so we're just gonna start hitting it with that. Taking it out pretty quick. We got enough radar coverage in this area too, so it's quite accurate. Bombers are going down. We got 2 of these ferrets up pretty quickly before the energy tanked. Cleaned up the bombers. Moving in with another raid here. And it should be the end of the match. He's got nothing to contend us with. Still got the energy for a D-gun. It's really trying to convert that mass right now. He's overflown it though. Doesn't need to be doing that. Does have a twin guard up, but does have a lot more health, but these stealths. We see his commander, so we're gonna move around his base to try to destroy everything else. Luckily we didn't use too many stouts there in that energy converter explosion. Taking out his whole base. He's got no factory. Still got energy up here. But we see there's nothing left, so we're going for the micro to kill him. And he's gonna go down pretty quick here. Boom, there it is. Good match. The bombs were a great idea. He just didn't have, like, he wasn't fighting me for map control. He, you know, let's look at the graphs here. Just right at this mark here. That's probably when we start raiding. And then he's just tapering off. Energy, did well on energy. It's about metal excess. I wasted some at the end there. Energy. Is that energy excess? Oh yeah, I'm just wasting lots of energy. I could have got mass or energy converters And then also I needed some storage, because there was points when the wind died and most of my energy was coming from that, and I just tanked it. Alright guys, thanks for watching.